everyone, welcome to Gifting Genie. This is my very first tutorial and I'm thrilled to have you here. In this channel, I'm going to create very beautiful and unique craft projects that are going to be perfect for gifting or just in case you want to add some personal touch to your space. Owing to the upcoming new year, today we are going to make something very unique and fun, which is a radio desk calendar. I'm sure that you would have not even heard of it. It's a very cute and functional DIY that is definitely going to brighten up your desk or your space, or obviously to someone whom you gift their desk or space. Before we dive in, I want to let you know that this is not any normal tutorial. I have already provided the template, so you just need to go ahead with the template and you'll be able to make it obviously comparatively much easier. So how do you get the template? You just need to fill the Google form, which is linked in the description below. You fill it and I'll send you the template in your inbox. Now, before any further delay, let's get started.
So first of all, you're going to need these two templates. So this is like your first page and this is the second page. You will need these printed on 300 GSM paper. This is 13 by 19 in size. After that, you will be needing a pair of scissors and a smaller scissor for finer cuts. Then you're going to need a cutting tool and like precision knife, and scoring tool, it is optional. After that, you're going to need double-sided tape. This is tissue tape and Fevicol obviously for sticking, and you're going to also need a ruler for making your cuts. So let's get started. So first of all, with these three pieces, I'm going to make the box of the radio. So I'll try to separate them out so that I can cut them, and I'm going to fast forward the video a bit from here. So these are my three parts, and now I'll start cutting along the lines. So I'll cut here. This is my first cut, and this is my second cut. I'll cut this as well. So like we need to cut along all the border lines. So I'm just quickly doing that. And now I'll fast forward the bits of cutting the borders as well, till like the parts are not completely detached. Before I move ahead, one more thing to notice in this part, that these lines will have to be cut, these two. So let's cut those, and also let's score the lines in this part. So if you notice, there are score lines here, then here this huge line, then this needs to be scored, and here's a score line here as well. So I'll be scoring all these lines. So let me cut these two first. Okay, so for scoring, I use an old precision knife whose blades are very blunt. See, this works as the perfect scoring tool for me because it gives very neat scoring lines. So I'll quickly score now all the lines that we already discussed. And please make note of the fact that this score line is different than this score line and this score line. So make sure that you score them separately, otherwise the dimensions would get a little disturbed. Let's fold this. These are all going to be mountain folds. Mountain folds mean that the fold is going to come upwards. So let's start folding them. And if while folding you feel that the folds are not coming, so then maybe make more score lines, like score deeper, so that there are no bad creases on the paper. So this part will become like this after sticking, but we are not going to do that yet. The reason being that we need to cut these 5 parts or the holes in our radio. So let's do that. So for doing that, what I'll do is I'll mark cuts here, very deep cuts, so that I'll be cutting them with scissors. This part actually I can cut with my knife. So I've given these two a rusty look and these very neat, but I realized if I give this a rusty look with the scissors, then the volume might get disturbed. So I'm going to give this a clean look as well. So the key to making perfect circles with the precision knife is to keep your main hand still and rotate the base paper. This way your cut will be more neat. So this is done, and let's move on ahead to the next part. So I'm going to cut out all the border lines, and I'll quickly fast forward the cutting part, and then I'll show you where all to mark the cuts and the extra creases. Just one point to note that this is the border, but the cut goes till here, till this crease line. I hope you can see it. I think yes, hopefully. So this is where the cut line will go till on all 4 edges. So it's like a weird little bit of a gray solid line instead of the dotted one. So I'll cut all 4 corners accordingly. Now let's mark the creases. So there are 4 crease lines, like one this, one this, one this, and one this. I hope those are visible. If not, they'll definitely be visible in the template. So let's go ahead and quickly make the creases. And I'll again fast forward the video so that you don't get bored. Always prefer to score this part separate from this part because they are cut. You see they are cut here. So score this one separately and this big center separately and this one separately. So my scores are done, and all these folds are mountain folds only, so everything gets folded towards the top. And this will get stuck like this to make like a box-like structure. So now moving on to this third part, let's cut it quickly and score it as well. Okay. I'll again fast forward. So these are the cuts. It's very straight. There are no extra cuts in this, like all along the border lines. And there are two score lines here. One is this and one is this. So I'll quickly score and cut everything and moving the video forward. Now creasing along these two lines, this one and this one. Again, these are both also mountain folds only, so let's quickly make the folds. Now that we have all the three parts, wait, let me declutter a little. Okay, now that we have these three parts, we need to stick these. So first of all, we are going to take this part, which is going to make the back of the box. It has 4 green colored dots. We are going to stick those. I'm going to use double-sided tape because I like it more. So I'll quickly put double-sided tape on all these 4 parts, fast forwarding the video for that. Okay, so I have applied double-sided tape on these parts, and now I'm going to simply stick them like this. So like these two parts, let me show it this way. Yeah, these white parts, they will go inside, and the white part will get stuck on top of the other part to make a perfect edge like this. And I'm going to do it on all 4 sides. So first of all, I'll peel the tape from these two, and this one goes in to make a box corner edge, and the same goes for this one. Take your time, but make sure that the edges are perfectly aligned before you hard press it. Now doing the same for the other 2 remaining. So this is ready, and this is going to be the back of our box. Now I'm going to keep this aside and let's take up this part. So in this part also I'm going to apply double-sided tape on these white areas, and these are going to get stuck on the front of our radio. That is this part. So let me quickly apply the double-sided tape, and I'm going to fast forward that bit. Okay, so now this part, like let's reverse this radio, and this part is going to get stuck here on this edge, making it look like a box, and same will be done on this edge. So this will be stuck here like this. So because I have not added Fevicol, like double-sided tape here, so I'll add some Fevicol after peeling the glue. I always use my small finger for spreading the glue so that the other work does not get disturbed. Now I'll stick these. So this needs to get stuck here. And I'm going to do similarly on the other part. Oh, I didn't peel off the tape. So this becomes a box-like structure which can be opened like or closed like this, and this is the back, which kind of goes in like this. Wait, sorry, from here, like this, and this gets closed. So this is what our box looks like. Now we are supposed to make the actual parts of the calendar, the day, the dates, and if it's a holiday or what, the month and all that. So let's get started with that.
Let's pause here for a quick checkup. By now, your radio should look like this, assembled and sturdy. So if you notice, it's complete like a hollow box, and yours should completely look like this as well. If you are at this stage, great work. But if in case you're not, no worries. You can pause, rewind and do it at your own pace. And while we are here, don't forget to hit the subscribe button or press the bell icon so that you are notified about the new tutorials that I keep on uploading. And now, without further ado, let's go ahead and add on to the dates, days and the special holidays into our radio calendar.
So I'll keep this radio part aside. Now first of all, in the first page itself, we had the months. So now I'm quickly going to cut these parts. So as you can notice, this has very clear lines along these borders. I'm going to cut. And similarly, this part of the month also I'm going to cut along these same borders. So let me fast forward the video and I'll make the cuts. And also, if you notice, there are slight red colored dotted lines all along. Those are all mountain folds, so I'm going to score as well. So let's meet after, like, not let's meet, but I'll fast forward so that you don't get bored, and I'll just quickly cut and score all these parts. Okay, so one part to note, that these are also going to get cut. If you notice, there are solid gray lines here. So these are also going to get cut till here, till like the edges of February. So let me quickly make those cuts as well. One point to note before scoring, that this score line is 1. But this score line is different than this score line, so make sure you score all the things separately. And all these folds are mountain folds, so I'm quickly going to score and make mountain folds. So this is actually going to, the mountain folds are done, right? So this is actually going to get folded into a rectangular box-like structure like this. So let's cut all the parts and then we'll stick all of them together. So this is done. And now similarly I'm going to cut this one out quickly and score as well. So this part is also done. Now let's move ahead to the second page of the template, wherein we have these parts, the numbers, the type of event, and the days of the week. So let's separate these out. So if you notice, this gets cut, this gets cut here on this side, and then this is the part, and then this is the line where it gets cut again, and then this. So this is one part, then this is the second part, it gets cut here and again here in between these two twos, and this is one part, and this is also one part. So 1 2 3 0 gets cut in between these two green dots and in between these two. Then this Sunday part gets cut here, and then this big structure, and then this Wednesday line is the separation, and then similarly this gets cut here, and this anniversary line is the separation. So now I'm quickly going to separate these 1 2 3 4 5 6 cubes, and I'm going to do it like, obviously I'm going to fast forward the video, and if you notice, obviously this one part is also there, like the remaining 4 months. So I'm going to separate these 6 cubes and this rectangle of the remaining 4 months. After I'm done separating, the process is just the same of making score lines and cuts. So I'll show maybe 2 cubes and I'll fast forward this bit again. So let me quickly start to separate all this out. Okay, so I'm done cutting all these parts. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These are literally just the same. So I'm going to declutter this, and then I'm going to quickly score all these as well. So they are pretty simple, straightforward. If you notice, just simple straight score lines here. Again, this score line and these score lines are different, so I'll score them differently. And then score lines here, here, here. Again, this one is different, and a single straight line here. So I'll do it in all these parts, and This time I think I'll do it for one, and then I'll literally pause the video, or let me like just fast forward it. So I'll score all these parts, and then I'll tell you how to make the boxes out of it. So let me just declutter first. Okay, so these are the two old parts that are already scored, and now I'm going to score all of these quickly in fast forward mode. So I'm done scoring all the parts. So what I'll do is I'll now add double-sided tape on all these parts, or I'll use just Fevicol, and I'll make you show, like I'll show you how to make one cube, and then I'll make all the 6 cubes. So let's pick this one. I like this. So I'm going to glue all the parts. So let me quickly fold. Again, all the folds are mountain folds only. And this is like this. And this as well. So it's going to be a proper cube. So let me quickly glue all the parts. First of all, let me open it again. So all the green colored dots, they are going to be like Fevicol. I'll apply Fevicol on them. Just a second, sorry. Yeah. So see, this actually has to get like stuck like this. So not just the green part, the entire fold area is going to get Fevicol on it. And now I'm quickly going to spread it with my finger. As you can see, I put all the extra Fevicol on my other hand so that the extra one does not like seep out and make everything else untidy. Okay, so I've applied Fevicol. So now let's start by maybe sticking any part that is okay. Maybe, okay, let's start from here. So this part where there are like 1, 2, 3, 4 consecutive cubes. So first of all, you fold this and stick this part on top of this, making sure it's a perfect crease. After you're done with that crease, do it on the bottom edge as well. And now fold these two green parts inside like this, and first stick it on one edge firmly and then on the other one. And now the last part. Close all parts together and your cube is done. Just make sure to press all the edges so that they get stuck properly. And if you have any extra glue, maybe you can just scrape it off with a very light hand. And this is done. So similarly, I'm going to make another one. So let's quickly fold all the parts, and all folds are mountain folds. After that, this time let's do one at a time. So first of all, I'm going to apply glue here on this part, like Fevicol, same thing, and I'll stick that so the application is done. And I'll stick it here. Obviously this will be easier to do with the double-sided tape because it sticks immediately and Fevicol takes time, so you have to like hold it till the Fevicol dries a little and it becomes firm. Now I'll glue this part at the bottom of the edge that we just taped, and yeah, just try to align it as perfectly as you can, because the better the alignment, the better the cube is going to look. And I also like don't prefer Fevicol because it's like super messy. So still holding this. After I'm done with that, I'll put glue on these two. And then we'll fold both of these inside. And try to hold it. Make sure you hold both of them together, otherwise one part might get stuck in the correct position and the other one might get stuck in the wrong position. Okay, so just holding both of them in the correct positions now, and they're done. Now applying glue on all these three parts, 1, 2 and 3. So and pushing this inside and aligning it and trying to stick as nicely as I can. So this is done as well. Now I'll pause, I'll clean up my hands, and post that I'll show you how to do one with the double-sided tape as well. Okay, so for doing double-sided tape, let's take another block. And here what we'll do is we'll simply take the tape and stick it. Wait, I'm stuck. Yeah, sorry about that. Okay, so first of all, some tape here. Right now I'm just making ugly cuts. I'll cut everything in one go. And then some tape here. Notice how I am applying the tape on the brown edge instead of the white area, because that is where we actually stick the cube. So some tape here as well, and some tape here. And now I need to cut all this excess tape quickly. So I'll start with everything that I have. Okay, so now I'm quickly going to crease all these. Now let's make all the folds. Okay, so now let's start pasting. So first of all, let's take the top edge. See how quickly this gets done, and that's why I love double-sided tape. Okay, now the opposite of what's already stuck. Now we'll again take these two parts and push them in, and make sure while you are pushing them in that you do not stick it by accident, because see how I kept my finger in between so that it does not get stuck. And then I'll align and then I'll press it. And then these last three parts, again push them in and do one at a time, and it's done. So let me now quickly do all the other three cubes, and then I'll show you how to do one of the rectangles as well. This time I'm just going to do it and come back. So let me do it quickly and be back. Okay, so I'm finally done making all these cubes. So some have dates, some have the days of the week, dates, and some holidays, birthday and things like that. So now let's try to make one for the months as well. Although the process is just the same, you just apply tape here onto this part. Let me cut it. You can fast forward this bit if you want to, but I'll show one complete one. So tape here and then tape on this part as well. And yep. Then on the other part, okay, guys, is averted. God, please stick somewhere. Okay, and then the remaining two parts. Notice how I just stick a little portion and then I align my tape properly and then I press it. This gives me like perfect alignment of the tape. Okay, so just gonna cut it out quick. And the last one remaining here. Okay, so I'll quickly crease all these so that they get stuck properly. And let's start with folding everything. Again, mountain folds. Okay, so all my parts are folded. So now I'll pick these, and first of all this single part I'll take one side and I'll peel off the tape. and I'll stick the rectangle with, like, after aligning the edges, and I'll press it. This is done. Now the opposite side of this, I'll peel the tape. Just a second, sorry. Yeah, and I'll stick the, like, I'll press it downwards with, and then I'll align my borders properly and press for a perfect finish. Now these two smaller parts, I'll peel the tape off from here and the opposite end as well, and I'll use my nails to push them inwards. Oh, I didn't fold this. Okay, now I'll use my nails to push them inwards. Now I'll stick my hand in one side and loosen the grip on the other side and align it. After the alignment is done, I'll press. Now this side is left, so I'll separate and align the edges and press it. Okay, so now only these three edges are left, and I'll peel the tape off of all three. One and two, and here goes the third one. Yeah. Okay, so again, using my nails to push it inwards, aligning one side by pushing properly, then aligning the second side, and done. So this is how my months look. So I'll quickly pause the video and make these two as well, and then I'll show how to align everything properly, like how to put all this in this radio structure. Okay, so all the parts are done. So this is the radio, which basically you can open like this and pull out the box, which will contain all the parts. So here, first of all, I am going to keep the day, and then I am going to keep, let's just say, holiday. After that, on top of it, I'm going to keep a number, maybe 0, and let me find a 1. Yeah, 1. And above that, let's do maybe March. So all this fits here like this, and the remaining parts we are going to fit here whatever way we want. Like, you can do in whatever manner you like, and all this goes inside the box or the cover. Just give it a minute. Sorry, it was closed. Yeah. So yeah, so all this goes inside the box and slide more like this, and finally close the top, 2 flaps, and close it from the top from here as well, and this is done. So this is your radio calendar. Let me align a little more. Yeah, I like it better this way. Okay, so whenever you want to change the date, you can obviously reopen the box from the top and change And that's it. Your video calendar is done. You can change the dates, the months, everything.
And there you have it, your very own radio desk calendar. Feel free to keep it on your desk or gift it to anyone. They are definitely going to love it on this upcoming new year. Thank you so much for crafting with me today. I hope you loved it as much as I did. Remember, if you want the template, just fill out the Google form linked in the description and I'll send it your way. If you enjoyed this tutorial, don't forget to give a thumbs up and also subscribe so that you get notified about more fun and creative DIY tutorials in the future. I can't wait to see you in the next video. Bye for now and obviously Happy New Year!